Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
The day and age with social media, where women get bored at the drop of a hat because they got hundreds of guys that they beck and call online, Instagram, DMs, Facebook, whatever. And that's just online. Don't even get started when you go out. So women get bored and they get doing all this other shit. It ain't nothing for a bitch to flake, lie, break up with you or nothing. You ain't never in your life seen so many women ask for space. Why? They got hundreds of dicks thrown at them every day on social media.
Women are more afraid of being alone than a man. So what happens is, it's so easy for a woman to grab up a little beta male that she could go to the gym with, that she could go on dates with, and pretend to be in a relationship until one day she decides to tell him, hey, I don't want to be with you. But he looking at it like, what did I do wrong? And the problem is, she has to dispose of you before the guy that she wants finds out. All right?
Hey, Mama Terry is one who terrorized fathers for being their children's lives. That's one of them. That's the main definition, but there's so many others because fathers are elderly out the picture due to failed relationship divorce. They tend to run the child support just to get a financial gain and also have power over the child. That's a man's kryptonite when he's not able to be a father. And that's a woman's power structure. You know what I'm saying? So when I call baby mama Terry, it ain't got nothing to do with just somebody being a baby mama. No. It's just a baby mama Terry. Any woman, black, white, blue, or green, that is willing to destroy a father by destroying the child. So that's what a baby mama Terry is.
So what does that tell you? That tells you guys are tired of that generic bullshit. Generic bullshit. Guys are tired of that. Oh, you do the right thing, you tell her this, and you do that. We done with that bullshit, guys.
You say, man, I tried being alpha with her, she left me alone. Man, I didn't call her that much, she left me alone. No. She just didn't like you.
Welcome. What's going on, class? Salute and welcome to the Mr. Goodbread show over here at the Righteous Fair. How y'all feeling? Salute to my sisters with sense and salute to my good breads. What's going on, y'all? Keep in mind, this is the Righteous Fair. We don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, your feelings, my feelings, or your emotions. We're going to cater to the truth. We're going to cater to common sense, and we're going to not complicate that. Before we start, I want to divide the room today, bro. I want the woman that is looking for love to go on the left side of the room, and I want the woman that is looking for money to go on the other side of the room, all right? So the money side, and then we got not love, I mean looks. Sorry. Looks, women that think the looks is important is on this side of the room. And it's okay. At any given time during the live, you can swap. You can swap and you can stop worshiping money. So if you wanted to work, women that are looking for money and need money to be the root of all evil in your relationships, right? You on this side of the room today. And all my sisters with sense that's looking for looks and you just not finna entertain ugly, y'all on this side of the room today, all right? Hoping that you done fixed yourself and you not ugly. But at any given time, we can swap, all right? We can swap. So just remember that, guys. Today we're gonna talk about it. The German woman. I'm a little bit late to the party, but you know, I don't cater to the itching ear. You know what I mean? When I feel like I need to talk about something, I talk about it. I ain't going to just jump into the trends. Plus, I like to get all the information correct before I go putting something out there, a narrative, right? So what I want my sisters with sense to do is watch how they trigger y'all. Watch how they just get y'all ladies all in your emotions for no reason. Because this right here is a narrative that's created to push this gender war, guys. To push this gender war. Never once did this lady say Black American women. The lady said American women. So she did not isolate the sisters. But you remember when I say when you're not working on yourself, when you're not working on yourself and you know you is a turd, anything gets said, you're going to attach it to your emotions and your feelings. This is why it's important for y'all to get rid of that pain and get rid of that sickness. If y'all don't know what sickness I'm talking about this sickness because it was blessed and bestowed and given to you. This sickness right here.
Let's say that grandma grew up and had a lot of trauma. She had some very difficult things that everybody knows about, and they have compassion and sympathy and empathy for grandma. But she didn't get help and she didn't heal up. So she's become a very fearful person, which makes her a very controlling person, which makes her a very religious person. And so now she's constantly speaking fear over everyone and everything. And it's out of love, but it's out of unhealed hurt and trauma. And let's say grandma's religious, so she's always quoting Bible verses, and she's weaponizing the Bible to be in control of the family. And everyone knows grandma's not very healthy, but we let her set the system because we feel bad for grandma. Love grandma, but grandma needs to get some help. And unless grandma's healthy, what you're allowing is the least healthy person to determine the culture of the family. It will continue in your children and grandchildren, and you will take a broken family member and you'll turn it into a generational curse. Because your children will think, if you don't correct it, that this is normal in how we do family.
Correct. And then when you add that on top of this, and the fact that people walk around here sick and never went to go pour and work on themselves. Oh man, oh yeah, I did. I knew I was not gonna get rid of that. And mind the graphics, y'all. We just now getting back into the swing of things. Now, I mean, we got rid of the vertical live. I'm tired of the people coming in my chat acting like they don't want to be here for the truth. I'm tired of that. Like, I'd rather have 3 people, 3 real ones, than 100 and 600 fake folks or bald head roaches that I gotta fight with. When you add that sickness on top of this sickness that we're about to play, you have what we have now. We have a bunch of people walking around here sick.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
Sad stuff, guys. These are facts. These are facts. So like I said, we back to the private class. Forget all that vertical live joint. Forget all that. Because we seen way too many people distracting the live. But sisters with sense, I'm gonna try to pay attention. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Because a lot of y'all might not even know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all might not be up on the swing of things. So salute to my guy Spidey, Black Spidey guy. This was dope.
Why do black men love white women and Latinas so much?
Analyzing. Analyzation complete. Black women have insisted that they are strong and independent and no longer need a man. In fact, they are getting more degrees and creating more businesses than their male counterparts. This doesn't leave a lot of space or room for loving and caring for your man. As a result, these men are going towards cultures that are going to be more open and welcoming to him. It is not a matter of skin tone, but a matter of culture, as black men wish to be loved by their woman and not compete with her in every level and aspect of life.
Absolutely, y'all. It's common sense. Let's stop playing, ladies. Let's stop playing. Because y'all don't fix yourself and y'all walk around here in a delusion. And that's not to trigger you. If you don't feel you're in a delusion, it's because you've been in it too long. But you walk around here thinking the world caters to you or think however you see the world. Everybody don't see that way, man. So you can't use your excuses and make your excuses reasons for why black men don't want to deal with black women on a whole. And it's not because her hair's straight. It's not because of this. It's not because of that. It's because you are unbearable to be around for more than a F. Remember I told y'all, sisters, right? 80% of our sisters are like that restaurant that got a lot of stuff on their menu, right? Got a lot of stuff on their menu. But we didn't realize the only thing worthwhile in a black sister restaurant is the chicken. And that's equal to the sex. So we don't want nothing else on your menu. You don't even got to give your menu out to. If we come in your store, man, only thing worthwhile is the damn sex. And half of the time, y'all playing with that. So that ain't even worthwhile in your restaurant. So it ain't got nothing to do with the other brand of restaurants. It don't got nothing to do with the other restaurants. It's you. If the only thing good in your restaurant is chicken, you can't force customers to come and shop in your restaurant. And then you cannot shame customers for going to shop elsewhere. All right? If the soul food trash, we going the three-way. We going El Barrio. We going to have us some Spanish food, Italian food. Understand that. That's common sense. That's not racist. It's none of that. You got to get your soul food back popping, sisters, or dudes are going to go eat somewhere else. Man, you know what I'm going to say. I ain't forget those. You know what I'm going to say, sisters.
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big.
Stop playing. Let's stop playing now. But let's get to the woman, because a lot of y'all don't know who she is. Salute to what's his name, yo? What's his name? Chazette. The coffee. Drink the coffee, y'all. Drink the coffee. Salute to him, bro.
This is Turkish, German-based YouTuber Surya Brooks, whose controversial video exploded in virality after she made some very bold claims about how there was simply no competition when it came to dating and pursuing her preference in men, black men. A video that was accompanied by the caption, "German woman says black women are no competition. It's easy because there's no family unit," slowly but surely began to grab the attention of millions. Surya Brooks made a few key points that were highly controversial and upset many people who disagreed with some of the statements she made. In the viral video, she emphasized that she stood out to her husband, who is black, because of her calm, respectful, and nurturing demeanor, which contrasted the behavior he was used to from other women. She also noted that her husband's family lacked a strong family unit, and criticized many American women as being lost and living in a delusional world, leading to potential lifelong loneliness. Surya Brooks first visited the US in 2001. Although she would only spend a few years in the United States, she experienced a culture shock when she saw how differently Turkish women treat their men compared to Western women.
Choo Zed, that was well narrated. That's his name, Choo Zed. Go check him out. Drink the coffee. I don't respect a lot of people, but I respect him. He cool. But he a little soft with it. I get it. Them sponsorships, right? But that's why we got Mr. Goodbread. Yeah. But y'all heard what she said? I want y'all sisters with sense. My sisters with sense. Follow. Stay with me now. You know what happened here? She uploaded that video. This video right here, right? I want y'all to see something. This is the video that got everybody in their bag. And pay attention. Listen to the video. Listen to what she say. Listen to the wording of her video. Don't pay attention to the caption, right? Because that caption is what got y'all. The caption is what make these videos go viral. And y'all know me. That's how we know each other, because of a caption, right? How many of us know each other because I put DNA tests should be mandatory in the black community? Remember I put that? That's me, y'all. And it triggered a whole bunch of folks. It's not only the black community. Bro, read the title. Read the caption. The DNA test should be mandatory in the black community. That's all I said. Y'all made it go viral. Y'all made it go viral by attaching what y'all wanted to put on it. And that's all it takes to make it go viral. Her original video did not have this caption that's on this. And you could tell that by the way she said, what she was talking about. But it was a great, swift, nice move. Mind you, her original video was on the internet for a while, for like 2 months before somebody took it and recaptioned it and posted it, and now it's viral. Sisters with sense, I'm your brother. Don't be a dummy. Don't let these people trigger you into not working on you. You're supposed to be working on yourself anyway. So it's nothing another woman could say to get you all up off your purpose. Remember? Plus, you like black men. So what she's saying, don't, you know what I mean? Remember, because I told y'all, what we don't want to do is we don't want to take the Black Lives Matter template that they use on men, right? Oh, don't kill my brother, white officer. Let me kill my white. I hope that's not what you sisters are out here doing. You know what I mean? Because where's my Christian folks at? Because we know we talk Bible over here. I done read everything under the sun because the Bible talk about this. The Bible touch on this. It touch on sisters hating black men because black men have preference. Yeah. How many of y'all know the Aaron, Miriam, Moses, and the Shiite lady story? Since y'all know so much, since y'all be running around here when I was live vertical, y'all was Jesus this, Jesus that, and Jesus. See how we got the hypocrites up out of here when we go regular live. When we go regular live, we got the hypocrites up out of here. But where those church folks at that knew everything about the Bible? Why y'all don't talk about that when y'all start hating on the passport bros? Why y'all never talk about how God blessed the black woman with leprosy because she was a hater, because she was so worried about who Moses was marrying? Why y'all don't talk about that? Your church don't, they ain't talk about that this Sunday? You mean that black pastor with the bald head and the crease could cut butter. The crease in them pants that them fakers be wearing could cut butter. You mean to tell me he ain't tell you stop bearing false witness on your brother? Y'all don't like Mr. Goodbread, right? Mr. Goodbread, Mr. Goodbread mean.
Why do black men love white women and Latinas so much?
Analyzing. Analyzation complete. Black women have insisted that they are strong and independent and no longer need a man. In fact, they are getting more degrees and creating more businesses than their male counterparts. This doesn't leave a lot of space or room for loving and caring for your man. As a result, these men are going towards cultures that are going to be more open and welcoming to him. It is not a matter of skin tone, but a matter of culture, as black men wish to be loved by their woman and not compete with her in every level and aspect of life.
It's common sense. It's common sense. But let's get to that video that got everybody in their bag. Just listen to the wording, listen to how she worded it, and watch how they switch the caption to trigger you black women. It's real out here. It's real out here. We want y'all to do better. So we ain't gonna stop at any cost to get y'all to be aware that y'all been fooled. And sisters with sense, a lot of y'all agree with the woman. Don't think all black women was tight and in their feelings, because I told you we have 20% of our sisters that ain't with the dumb stuff. The sisters with sense ain't with the dumb stuff. So I got some videos where the sisters with sense is agreeing with this lady right here. Let's see if you agree with what she said. If you're real. If your real is real. Because, fake the new real. But let's see how real your real is. Where is the lie at in what she said?
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, He really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. Like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not.
And they are. Where's the lie, y'all? And where did she say black women in this video? You see how the caption got a lot of sisters who ain't working on themselves anyway triggered because they want to be triggered. They want to look for the foolishness. But y'all, how many of y'all remember the sister Betsy that used to come to the channel? Remember, me and Betsy had a conversation about this about a year ago. About this. And this was her issue because she was also a woman who loved black men, and she was a non-black woman, and she had nothing but love for black men. And what was the first thing she said? Black men don't be knowing how to handle her femininity because all we used to is noise. All we used to is noise and being around noise so that we take on that. We take on those traits to survive the noise. Then when we go off outside the noise, we noisy and don't even realize we noisy. So when we get around some silence, we bring the noise. And what you use to survive is not what you gonna need to thrive. And we do a sucky job of getting rid of the survival shit. That's the part where we got to go back into ourselves, guys, and realign and start fucking with the default setting. That's that part. And nobody want to do the work. Nobody want to do the work. We're in a society where everybody think they deserve something without doing the work. A workless society. This is a workless society, but they always want something. You got to go back in and do the work on you because it be you. Man and woman. It be you. Know what I mean? But definitely, salute to Betsy. And I wish she come on back over. But I know the way I gotta do this, the way I gotta deliver to the people that I am talking to, I have to be noisy. So that's where me and her, is like, you know what I mean? Because I can't sit here and, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Because the message will never get over. No. But I get where she was going because that was her biggest complaint. A lot of black dudes go from their mama couch and she was a messy individual. She loved you, but she didn't have the time and the energy to get to this type of information, this quality of information, and teach it to you while putting food on your table and clothes on your back, sir. She did not do it. And she loved you a long time. Love you a long time. But she did not do it, sir. And school did not teach you this. Remember? So you got to do the work. But sisters, don't get triggered. She said nothing about a black woman. She's saying everything that we've been saying. American women. It's a culture. Culture creates the character. They send their little celebrities out here, and they celebrities teach y'all how to run y'all relationship, and y'all women suck it all up. Y'all are the biggest consumers. Modern women, I don't give a fuck what color it is. 80% of modern woman lies and lives and breathes in all races. It just happens that black women is 14%. So what's 80% of 14%? There you go. That's why I focus on my front door first. I sweep my front door first because I'm not saying that the white women don't have 80%, but what's the percentage? How many white women are in this world, in America? In this land that we all in. See, now that you take 80% from that. See, there's a higher percentage, right? Which means, yes, it's going to be a higher percentage of bad, but there will also be a higher percentage of good. Salute to my guy, Aubrey Nobles, for the $10 cash app. You know what I mean? Guys, what we listening to? I got the clips. Oh, man. I know what this woman. You know, black women, you know what I'm going to say, right?
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big.
Salute and much love, my guy, Mr. Nobles. Thank you. And much love for supporting the channel, man. Yeah. Oh, that's all. That's all. That's all they got is the doo-doo. And that's where it is. That's where the stupidity is. Man, listen.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says, she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Doo-doo, boy. Boy. Just young boy. Doo-doo. Little troll. Doo-doo. All right, don't spend all your money up. Don't spend all your money up. All right? You must not know BBL stink. You must not know BBL stink, man. BBL stink. Because they be doing this. You don't get caught. Don't let them play dumb with the cum. All right? They be home on their mama couch until they catch a dude like you because they got a big butt. This is what they be doing. And they waiting for you because they got a big butt, right? Because they waiting for you so they can play dumb with the cum. They be with men like you, sir. All right. Salute to Anton Daniels. He had her on his show. You know what I mean? He always invests in getting that content, keeping the red pill vibe going. So much love to that brother. You know what I mean?
There is a lot going on in America. As I said, I lived there for 2 years. I have seen a lot of crap, and just looking inside of those households as a traditional Turkish woman, I was shocked. I was shocked at the fact how much disrespect an American man would have to take from a woman, how lazy some women are. Again, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of them, and how entitled some of them are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why are you into black men? Tell me why.
I don't know. I think they have like charisma and things, but I have good experience with them, and I don't know, I have a lot of fun with them.
What's the difference between American culture with regard to relationships and Turkish culture or culture where you're from?
So over here it's the same thing. It's very modern, it's very westernized, and the mindset of a lot of women is very similar to what you would experience in America, but it's not as severe. You know, you don't have women running around celebrating their body count. You don't have women here openly sitting down talking about their sexual preferences. You know, all that is kind of being held in the background. And as far as the Turkish community, we take pride in contributing to the household. Like, you would never see us putting a man down, especially not publicly. We wouldn't do that.
They wasn't feeling that. They wasn't feeling that, boy. Of course, this is what our sisters, this is what Keisha's had to say. You know, Keisha's wasn't going to let that slide.
I don't give a how many valid points that German woman had or if she was right or wrong. She don't get a chance to speak on black women, black love, black marriages, and black anything. And I rad for black men. You understand what I'm saying?
If a German man that was married to a black woman would have got on this internet and said black men don't treat black women right and black men need to treat black women better, do you think the sisters would have told that man to mind his business? Or do y'all think they would have been praising him?
They'd have been praising that man. And she do get to speak for whatever she is dealing with. If she's dealing with a black man, she get to speak because a black woman raised him and then a black woman damaged that man. So what you talking about, she don't get to speak? This is that Black Lives Matter that I'm talking about. The sisters, they want to sit here and talk crazy about us and do us how they want to do us. The minute somebody that mean well for us come along, it's that Lilith shit, guys. Remember, Lilith ran from the garden. She ran from the Garden of Eden, talking about she ain't want to be submissive to Adam. She saw God make Eve and then brought her ass back to the garden to convince Eve to be a dummy. It's the ways of the world, bro. It's the ways of the wicked, bro. And we're going to go to that. I'm going to pull that up. So y'all be patient with me. We're going to pull that up because a lot of y'all fake Christians don't talk about the real. Why don't y'all talk about Miriam? Because she being Miriam right now. That was a Miriam move right there. Miriam and Aaron. Why y'all don't talk about that? Yeah, that's the lady God gave leprosy for minding other folks' business, for minding Moses' business. Moses was a passport, bro. Why y'all talk about that? Y'all talk about everything and Jesus and oh, but y'all don't talk about the real.
I don't give a how many valid points that German woman had or if she was right or wrong. She don't get a chance to speak on black women, black love, black marriages, and black anything. And I rad for black men. You understand what I'm saying?
If a German...
And she gonna lie, I ride for black men. You a liar. That's that Black Lives Matter joint. No, German woman. Don't steal my black man. Let me beat him up, take him to child support, drag him through the mud, you know what I mean? Trick him out. Let me do it. He belong to me. We the same color. I don't love him, but I got him. That's mine. Ma'am. Ma'am.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one! You dirty...
Absolutely.
I'm watching that video with that German girl talking and comparing herself and talking about competition when it comes to black women and black men. And I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like,
yo, is that her seatbelt strapped around her, or do she have one of them waist trainers outside of her shirt? That's what I want to know. Because we saw how that lady, the German woman, looked. We saw her. We saw how she looked, man. And you know what I'm going to say, right? You know what I'm going to say.
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big.
Knock it off. Knock it all the way off. Knock it the F off. Let's stop playing. Let's pretend right now.
I'm watching that video with that German girl talking and comparing herself and talking about competition when it comes to black women and black men. And I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like, what was the reason? Who are you in competition with? Because I don't see any videos made by any black woman thinking about you. We fucking mind our business, literally. We are over here minding our business and worrying about what we need to do either for ourselves or for our mother community. And y'all...
Notice how she ain't say for her kids, right? Notice how she ain't say for her kids or for the black man. Peep game, peep game, peep game. And she hesitated, bro. You can't... You be a fool to trust these chicks. 80% of them ain't got it. They ain't got it. 20% got it. 10% of those 20 is taken. So that leaves y'all with 10. It's a needle in a haystack. Who can find the virtuous woman, fellas? Pour into you. She finds you. Magically, she finds you. Pour into you. Don't play this game. Don't play this game. You heard her, right? She ain't say her kid and she ain't say the man. Because she mentioned her bald head sisterhood, though. She mentioned that bald head sister. Because when she said the community, that's what she mean. The bald head sister. Them.
I'm watching that video with that German girl talking and comparing herself and talking about competition when it comes to black women and black men. And I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like, what was the reason? Who are you in competition with? Because I don't see any videos made by any black woman thinking about you. We fucking mind our business, literally. We are over here minding our business and worrying about what we need to do either for ourselves or for our mother community. And y'all are always attacking black women. Our names stay in your mouth. Where the fuck was your black husband at to stop you from pressing that motherfucking record button? He's speaking on situations and family dynamics that you know nothing about. There was this video on this here app, and the young lady was saying how being a black woman is very traumatizing. It's a very traumatic experience, even though, you know, we love being black women. And I agree, because unprovoked and without harassment, we get attacked for no reason. Certain black men in the retarded that love them keep our names in their fucking mouths. And she's sitting there talking about competition where there is none. And that's something that we both can agree on. Nobody give a about you or that black man that took his ass to mother Germany to find your retarded ass.
Hate is real. The love be fake, but the hate be real. That take a lot of energy and time. All that, she could have been in the gym. That was 5 minutes she could have put into the gym, working on herself, not even caring. So she says she don't care, but they take minutes and time out of their days to care. Hateful and sorry. Y'all know damn well y'all don't like to compete. That's y'all problem. Y'all want to be liked. Y'all want to run around here and be people pleasers. And that's why y'all lose and y'all not successful. Because again, I told y'all, the goal is to be successful, not to be liked. That's why I divided the classroom today. And I said, all the sisters that need money in a relationship, go sit over there. And all the sisters that need looks in a relationship, go sit over there, right? Because when you peel the layers back, money is money and looks is looks, right? I got the looks, so I'm looking for a partner with some money. You know what I mean? Miss Goodbread got some money, so she looking for a partner with some looks. A lot of y'all got looks and you looking for a partner with looks. A lot of y'all got money and you looking for a partner with money, and that's why you failing. All right? Because an equally yoked couple is not the same. Don't bring the same thing to the table. Don't bring the same thing to the dance. Imagine a basketball team and it's 2 point guards, 2 centers, that's chaos waiting to happen. Because don't nobody know their role. Can't nobody teach the next person anything. Can't nobody learn from the next person anything, because we all got the same skills. That's the most unequally yoked relationship that could be. And a lot of y'all get that wrong. A lot of y'all go into the relationship messed up. So you got these women with the degrees and the money out here looking for high value men that have money to match their money. Are you dumb, man? You know you dead wrong. And half the times you got the girls who don't even pour into themselves to look good out here looking for looks. Man, in order to match the looks that you looking for, you got to really look good in purpose in real life. Behind all that makeup and all that stuff that y'all pride yourself on, that y'all do to compete with the next woman, and men really don't care about. And that's the problem with the black community. Y'all be hating for no reason, but not, like I said, not all sisters were dumb. You have some sisters with sense, like we got in the chat, my girl Sev, immediately said, she right. Where's the lie? She did not lie. So to come up there and make it like if she personally attacked you, which she did not personally attack you. And that's the problem with the bald head community. The bald head community, they did not do no work on themselves, and they take so much pride and they put themselves over people without actually doing the work. And they take offense to everything. It don't be a personal attack until you make it a personal attack, until you make it about you. Now that you made it about you, black women, it's about you. Hit dogs holler, remember?
Why would that German woman eat us up like that? And when I say us, I mean us as black women. If you haven't seen the video,
I'm watching that video.
Thank you. Finally, we get a sister with sense that's not afraid to call it what it is, us. Stop trying to distance yourself from the foolishness all day. The majority of us is doing foolishness. You know that? So how you distancing yourself from that? How you gonna do that? You might as well address the foolishness and hope that they stop rather than trying to distance yourself from it like it's not like, oh, it's not me, that's not true. And bro, women are telling the truth too now. Women, sisters, black women are tired of the stupidness. Black women are realizing feminism tricked the shit out of us. It sold us a lemon. This car won't start. You the only one stuck in delusion. 80% of these women still stuck in delusion, want it to be the way they mama told them it was going to be, and she ain't have a clue of what it is. Survival mode. Straight raised in survival mode.
why would that German woman eat us up like that? And when I say us, I mean us as black women. If you haven't seen the video, the woman came out, German women, talking about how black American women are no competition, like none at all. And she stood 10 toes on it, confidently said it. And honestly, y'all, there's no lies. Unfortunately, she felt comfortable saying that because it's true. We are not feminine women. We are not raised to respect, to be kind, to be nurturing, to be caring of our black men. And unfortunately, what they're doing, they're coming in and swooping them right on up because we are leaving the door right on open. They know how to talk to men. They know how to treat black men. They know how to love them properly, how to support them properly. And they have no problem doing it. And my issue is, right, us as black women, we want to sit back and talk about, well, why we can't do it and why we can do that. We don't do it because we don't want to. And we're not taught to want to do it. We're not taught to respect men. And we know this is the thing, right? We know that there's men out here who black men who would prefer a woman of a different race. Got it. You know, it might be her hair, whatever. You know, the exoticness. I got it. But we also want to face the fact that black men are choosing women of other race because of our attitude. They don't want to deal with our attitudes. They don't want to deal with a masculine woman. So instead of us trying to deflect and say, oh, it's about her hair, it's about her eyes, it ain't about that. It's about her attitude. The way that she loves him, the way that she treats him, the way she talks to him. That's what a man wants. Any man wants that. I don't want the woman who's going to be aggressive. It ain't about her being a white woman with long hair. No, it's about her being a kind woman who supports me, who respects my opinion.
Facts. 100% facts. She ain't telling no lie.
But we get so caught up in, I ain't listen to no man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I have to be masculine. This is my situation. Nothing I could do about it. And it is. Says you can change if you want to. You have to want to change. You have to want to change your situation. So until then, we're going to have more of that happening. We're going to have more of these women able to come out confidently, stand on what they mean, and be able to take our men. Because we let them. Because we don't care about them. So they said, well, we'll take them off your hand. Come over here, y'all. We'll love y'all over here properly. If that wasn't a wake-up call to y'all black women, I don't know what it's going to take. Because it surely made me be like, wow.
She on point, bro. And sisters, here's the thing. You could swell up and get mad all you want. Like, you can deny. The proof is in the pudding. The women from other races, they want black men. You know what I mean? Y'all the ones falling short. We ain't seeing the videos where the men want y'all. Remember the girl, she tried that and she just blew her whole self up. You know what I mean? The girl that's arguing with the dude that supposedly took her and her 7 kids. Remember? Remember? So the proof is in the pudding. We don't see what y'all talking about, but the world see what we talking about, ladies. You know what I mean? So y'all could be all mad, y'all could be in denial, y'all could stay in denial, but the proof is out there. You know what I mean? It's you. You gotta fix you, ladies. You gotta fix you. Now I'm sitting here looking for that clip, cause this is how y'all was raised. Y'all told y'all was raised foolishly, and some of y'all never had a chance from jump. Y'all didn't have a chance from jump. Let that load on up. While we load that up, let's look at Spidey. Y'all go check out Black Spidey Guy over on Instagram.
Why do black men love white women and Latinas so much?
Analyzing. Analyzation complete. Black women have insisted that they are strong and independent and no longer need a man. In fact, they are getting more degrees and creating more businesses than their male counterparts. This doesn't leave a lot of space or room for loving and caring for your man. As a result, these men are going towards cultures that are going to be more open and welcoming to him. It is not a matter of skin tone, but a matter of culture. As black men wish to be loved by their woman and not compete with her in every level and aspect of life.
Facts. All that competing, we losing ground. With all that competing, we could be building something together. And all that competing be attention. Y'all have men gotta prove so hard how much they mess with y'all because y'all disturbed. Because y'all never go deal with that neglect of being neglected as a child. So now y'all get with these dudes and y'all make them be all about you. And you ain't even all about yourself, sister. Get rid of the trauma. Get rid of the trauma. But see, y'all get comfortable walking around with that trauma, wearing it because of the grandma shit, the feeling sorry shit. Got to get these clips organized more better.
Let's say that grandma grew up and had a lot of trauma. She had some very difficult things that everybody knows about, and they have compassion and sympathy and empathy for grandma. But she didn't get help and she didn't heal up. So she's become a very fearful person, which makes her a very controlling person, which makes her a very religious person. And so now she's constantly speaking fear over everyone and everything. And it's out of love, but it's out of unhealed hurt and trauma. And let's say grandma's religious, so she's always quoting Bible verses, and she's weaponizing the Bible to be in control of the family. And everyone knows grandma's not very healthy, but we let her set the system because we feel bad for grandma. Love grandma, but grandma needs to get some help. And unless grandma's healthy, what you're allowing is the least healthy person to determine the culture of the family. It will continue in your children and grandchildren, and you will take a broken family member and you'll turn it into a generational curse. Because your children will think, if you don't correct it, that this is normal in how we do family.
Abso-freaking-lutely, bro. Abso-freaking-lutely. Now I'm looking for that clip. I played it a while ago. The guy was in court and he triggered the goddamn judge, bro. He triggered the goddamn judge because he gave a little bit of input on how he lived. And he told us that he never dated a black girl because of how his family was and how he seen his family carry on, being that he had 6 sisters. So when he did decide to go date this black girl, which he normally don't date this black girl, he already knew he had held the pay going in. And he was right. He ended up in the court. They ended up in the court and divorce court, and he should have trusted his gut. Where the hell is that clip, yo? Man, I must have did some spring cleaning and got rid of that. Man, y'all, give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. It should be around here, right? This is where we had our DNA week. We had the DNA test week. All right, guys, let's listen to this real quick while I find this clip. Let's listen to what the lady said. And listen, guys, remember, she never said anything about black women. She said American women.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. Like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially black American family, has barely a family unit. There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them.
Yeah, I don't got that clip right now. I don't got that clip anymore. But she was spot on. Did y'all hear her say black woman? Did y'all hear her say black woman? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard her say black woman. You know what I mean? Specifically. You know what I mean? Because this is why y'all black women, y'all don't have respect for us, and it's by default. It's not really your fault. Y'all was never taught. So if you never was taught something, we don't expect you to know it. This is what you was taught.
Do you think that women should be raising their daughters to be with the man or to be wise?
Let me say this. You went to school in a predominantly white community. And I actually heard some white folks say that they were raising their children to go to school and to find a husband and to find the best one suitor that they could find, whether it be an athlete or whatever. And I thought that was so fucked up. I really did. I thought that was just so fucked up.
But some people would say that's what's wrong with the black community. We aren't raising our children.
I'm raising my children
to be mates to each other.
I have no problem with you being a mate, but I'm not raising you to go find a man in college so that you can get married and become his wife or his whatever. I'm raising you to be a very productive individual, to where you can compete in this world to be a successful person. Necessary raising you to be somebody's wife, being successful. Now, I'm not saying being somebody's wife is not successful. I'm saying raising you to think that that's all life has to offer you is fucked up.
It's crazy. But that's why the generation of women is ruined, guys. It ain't you. It ain't you. The generation is ruined because they just never was taught. These sisters just never was taught. All they was taught was how to hate. But we have more sisters with sense that spoke up, and agreed with the woman, you know what I mean? Because she did not lie, bro. She did not lie. So let's get to that. Let's get to that. And Shorty came back. Shorty responded. I got the Germans lady response. I guess she I want to say she doubled down, but not really. She told y'all what I would tell y'all, yo. If the shoe fit, wear it. But we got her response too. She responded to all of this backlash. That's why I waited before I did this story so I could give y'all everything in its entirety, send y'all on y'all way. But these were some sisters with sense that agreed with the woman.
That German woman did not lie when she was talking about us black women. She ain't lie at all. I seen a lot of people, they was mad. Like, they was mad at her. And it's like, why are you mad? If you're mad, that means there's some things you need to correct in yourself. Hey, I even took one little thing that she said. I was like, I do need to eat that up right there because I don't be doing that. But everything else, I be doing for my man, period. 10 toes down, I do those things. But a lot of black women do not value men. A lot of women, period, in America don't value men. And that's the problem. We don't value men, and we can't keep making the excuse of, oh, my upbringing, I was brought up like this or like that, and that's why X, Y, and Z.
Man, y'all some fools, yo. Goodbreads is always having a good time. We got our first super chat of the evening, and it's my guy D Brown. Salute to D Brown. D Brown, what we watching? What we listening to, man? I got all of the clips on deck. You know what I mean? I got all of the clips. While you figure out what we gonna listen to, I'ma pick one. Man. Just on the house. On the house.
Hate now, goddammit. Don't start hating now. You wasn't hating when the motherfucker was living, goddammit. Now the motherfucker dead. Fuck the son of a bitch. Fuck him, goddammit, and fuck anybody with his head. Yeah. Y'all know the motherfucker ain't no good. You want look. All you motherfuckers been snitching for him and shit. Now you standing up in here and goddamn talking about preaching. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that. I'm gonna shoot your ass too, motherfucker. Keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless. God bless the fool, goddammit. God bless the fool. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker. Where that money bowl at? Don't have me fire this bitch off now. Where that money bowl at?
Where that money bowl at? Doo-doo. It is.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she wants switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
Doo-doo. Nothing but doo-doo in there.
That German woman did not lie. She did, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to tell you from black woman to black woman, that woman did not tell one lie. And this is coming from a person who's been through DV, got out of DV, now is married to a great black man. A good man, you heard me? She did not tell no lie.
Now, I respect this one. I respect this sister with sense. Because you see how they could get up in the age where they don't care if to lie, and then they just tell the truth. If only she was telling this truth 10 years prior, right? But they tell the truth. At some point, they tell the truth, bro.
That German woman did not lie. She did, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to tell you from black woman to black woman, that woman did not tell one lie. And this is coming from a person who's been through DV, got out of DV, now is married to a great black man. A good man, you heard me? She did not tell no lie. Black women do not know how to appreciate their man. They do not know how to be submissive to their man. They do not recognize when they have a good man. This is not no love and hip hop shit. I done seen it in real life, firsthand, when a woman has a good man, they still find a way to demean them. Me and my husband is not perfect. We'll never claim to be perfect. Yeah, we still have arguments, but at the end of the day, the core success to our relationship is respect. When he come home, the house is clean. Do I cook 7 days a week? No. I'm a wife, not a slave, not a maid. He do not have cooked meals 7 days a week. No. 5 days out of 7, he has cooked meals. I make sure he good. I fold his clothes. I don't wash them. I make his life as easy as possible. Why you may ask? Because he pours into me, where he know if I'm good and I'm straight and I'm the head of my household, and a direct result of that, my wife gonna make sure I'm straight. Y'all don't know how to talk to these black men. Y'all don't know how to treat these black men.
Sure don't. Sure don't. They think it's all about them. They think it's all about them. But they had the sis doubling down and shit. But she ain't really doubled down. This is what she had to say.
American women are no competition, and that's how I got my man. That is what a lot of people think I said in one of my YouTube videos, which is going viral on all social media platforms at this moment. I mean, TikTok, X, YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform you're looking for, you will see my face with that caption on that video. And you cannot imagine, the shitstorm from certain women is like a really bad case of diarrhea right now. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a snippet out of a whole YouTube video where I was talking about how my basic daily activities have impressed and impacted my husband's daily routine. I mean, it is just what it is. And you know what? A lot of women out there should apply that knowledge that I'm trying to give to you for free. Tell me, where did you hear me say that Black American women are no competition? I was not even talking about Black American women in particular. I never said anything like that I am better than them. I never said anything like I have better qualities than a Black American woman. No, I'm always talking about modern Western women in general. And by the way, a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who was listening with their ears instead of using their emotions, because when you compare the caption of the video that I didn't even put on the video to the words that were coming out of my mouth, the caption had nothing to do with the words that I was saying.
She's right. She did it.
And that's why I told my sisters with sense in the very beginning, sit tight, get your popcorn.
Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big. Oh, black women. Yeah, I know what I'm going to say. Competition's getting big.
Man, competition getting thick. They coming for us, man. They like us. They said we so chocolatey. You heard them other little girls? They said they got charisma. They got charisma and swag. Sisters, what y'all got? Sisters, what y'all got? Yo, come on, y'all. We gonna wrap this thing up. Let's get to the main event, yo. Y'all sisters better stop being hateful to your brothers. Y'all better stop wishing bad on your brothers and stop depolicing your brothers, y'all. All right? Stop depolicing your brothers. And this is not my words. This is by your Father, God. The word of God tells us, stop bearing false witness, stop minding other people's business, stop worrying about the white woman. Leave the white woman alone, all right? Mind your business. Pour into you, all right? Amen. 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 Put it in the chat. Amen. Because they don't teach this at Sunday school now. Your favorite pastor not going to teach you this. Yeah. Y'all going to skip over this in the Bible. They skip over this in the Bible. But they so holy. They so righteous. They ain't righteous, fear righteous. I'll tell you that.
Miriam and Aaron opposes Moses. Moses married a woman from Cush.
Moses' sister, Miriam, and his brother Aaron, the high priest, were not happy and began to mutter and complain about Moses.
You heard him? You see the significance? Moses' sister. Us black folks, and we brothers and sisters. We are brothers and sisters, yes. Whether you like it or not, I'm your brother. Say hi. Say hi to Mr. Goodbread. I'm your brother, whether you like it or not.
Miriam and Aaron opposes Moses. Moses married a woman from Cush. Moses' sister, Miriam, and his brother Aaron, the high priest, were not happy and began to mutter and complain about Moses. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? They asked. Hasn't he also spoken through us? The Lord heard.
Yeah, but even if he's spoken through you, that don't give you the right to worry about Moses, sir. Why are you mad that Moses is a passport, bro? Why are you mad, sirs and ma'ams? Sad, yo. It's in the Bible, guys. That's why I tell y'all, get to y'all Bible. When the passport bros made their movement, and I seen the backlash that they had, I already knew. I said, I love. That's why. Find me the video where Mr. Goodbread said anything bad about the passports, other than you can't run from your own character. Now, I told my passport bros that all the time. You can't run from your own character now. If you're a dummy in America, you're going to fit to be a dummy over there. So at least before you go over there, fix you. Fix you. Fix you. Because a lot of women do this now. Women try to run from their own character. You know what I mean? You know, Atlanta is the hub for beat down New York women. They go to Atlanta and change their whole fucking life.
Them complaining. Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else living at that time. Then the Lord then said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, all three of you, come out to the tent of meeting. The three did so. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud which stood at the entrance to the tent. The Lord summoned Aaron and Miriam to step forward. They obeyed. The Lord said, I reveal myself to prophets in dreams and visions, but I speak face to face with Moses. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The Lord was angry with both.
Exactly. Why are you hating on Moses? Why are you hating on Moses? We get it. A lot of y'all got that Dolph Ziggler in y'all. Y'all got that, especially y'all church folks. Y'all get mad at the anointed folks like myself. Anointed. Go look it up. Because y'all think it's supposed to be y'all.
And it should have been me.
It's not you, though. You got to take that up with God. You got to take that up with God. But if I gave you this attention and I gave you this platform, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You fumbled the message.
Both of them. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous, it was as white as snow. When Aaron saw that Miriam had a defiling skin disease, he pleaded with Moses, please don't hold this sin against us. Don't let Miriam have flesh that looks half-eaten away. Moses cried out to the Lord, please God, heal her. The Lord replied, confine her outside the camp for 7 days in disgrace, after that she can be brought back into the camp. So Miriam.
One more time, because, you know, I'll be making stuff up. They always tearing black women down. This is facts. Black women need to see this so they can work on themselves. They can focus on themselves more. This is it. This the one. How they say, this the one. This the one. This in the Bible. Why the white man ain't take this out the Bible, right? He took all that other stuff, that he manipulated all that other stuff. Why he ain't manipulate this particular story, and this is going on right now as we speak? Let's talk about it. Then one more time. We ain't gonna take long. One more time. I hate him.
Married a woman from Cush. Moses' sister, Miriam, and his brother Aaron, the high priest, were not happy and began to mutter and complain about Moses. Has the Lord spoken only through Moses? They asked. Hasn't he also spoken through us? The Lord heard them complaining. Moses was a very humble man, more humble than anyone else living at that time. Then the Lord then said to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam, all three of you, come out to the tent of meeting. The three did so. Then the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud which stood at the entrance to the tent. The Lord summoned Aaron and Miriam to step forward. They obeyed. The Lord said, I reveal myself to prophets in dreams and visions, but I speak face to face with Moses. Why then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? The Lord was angry with both of them. When the cloud lifted from above the tent, Miriam's skin was leprous, it was as white as snow. When Aaron saw that Miriam had a defiling skin disease, he pleaded with Moses, please don't hold this sin against us. Don't let Miriam have flesh that looks half eaten away. Moses cried out to the Lord, please God, heal her. The Lord replied, confine her outside the camp for 7 days in disgrace, after that she can be brought back into the camp.
And Moses still, because it's just in male nature, to not want to do it to the species that will do it to him, yo. It's just, and Moses still sitting there like, nah, I don't want to do it to her. I don't know, no, let her go, heal her. After she was just hating on him, though, she was hating on the player. She ain't want to see him get his thing wet with the Shiite woman. Incredible, bro. Freaking incredible, yo. You just can't make this stuff up. Mr. Goodbread, don't make this stuff up. Truth tellers just don't make this stuff up, bro. We don't just go pulling information out of the sky, y'all. And this is Miriam.
I don't give a how many valid points that German woman had or if she was right or wrong. She don't get a chance to speak on black women, black love, black marriages, and black anything. And I rad for black men. You understand what I'm saying?
If a German man that was married to a black woman would have got on this internet and said black men don't treat black women right and black men need to treat black women better, do you think the sisters would have told that man to mind his business? Or do y'all think they would have been praising him?
Facts. Yeah, that's the end of the live, but we're going to end these with some question and answers. So if y'all got any questions that y'all want to answer to relationship and dating advice, put that in the chat. Put a QQ next to your question, and I'll answer them up, yo. Red pill, relationships, dating, financial, you know, whatever you need, whatever questions you got. And there's no such thing as a dumb question. The dumbest question is the one that go unasked. Remember that, guys. Man, it's hot like a mother in New York today, boy. It's hot. It is hot, bro. But how many of y'all knew about that on Miriam and Aaron's story? How many of y'all knew about that? How many of y'all Christian or Bible scripture folks knew about that one? Know what I mean? Right? Sisters can't be mad at that German lady. Y'all sisters that want to be mad, y'all can't really be mad at that German lady. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know y'all don't even like us. Especially us ones that's not scared to tell the truth. Us ones that's not scared to put y'all in y'all place. Like, no, pause, park y'all, where y'all stand. Y'all don't want us.
Do women need men?
No! Jesus Christ.
No.
Of course not.
No.
No.
Why? Can't live with them, can't live without them.
We do not need them. Not at all.
No. We the prize.
But not really.
We want them, but don't need them, baby. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell fuck ass no. Hell fuck ass no.
Jesus Christ.
No.
We the new niggas.
We are the men these days, though. We are the men.
What? Do men need women?
Yes, we do. We do. We need women in all facets, okay? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Roof, don't believe the hype, Roof. You know us black men, we love y'all sisters, but we just not gonna take y'all bullshit. We tired of y'all destroying yourself. We tired of y'all thinking that blonde and black go together. You know what I mean? We tired of y'all using the information that your mother gave y'all and it did not work for her. We tired of that, and we don't want to play Let's Pretend with that anymore. See, that's our problem. We spent so many years playing it y'all way and playing Let's Pretend with y'all that y'all think that it's our duty now to play Let's Pretend with y'all. And I'm sorry, man. It's a new batch of Goodbreads. It's a new batch of Goodbreads, and we have the pistol now, man. You know what that mean? The rabbit have got the pistol. You know what that mean? So you can feel how you want to feel. Again, your feelings are not the facts, and your feelings truly belong to you. What you gonna do about that, Roof? You know what I mean? Because whoever made you feel that way, they not coming to change that. What? No, we not talking about that, man. You know what we talking about. We talking about that wig on your head. We talking about y'all perception of beauty that don't match a healthy man's. A healthy, critical thinking man, that's not beauty to us. We looking for money. We looking for success. Cause we beauty. We beauty. We look in the mirror. We pour thin on ourselves. We the beauty. We the looks. So real righteous men, God-fearing men, we looking for business now. We looking for women that know the business. We don't need a woman that look. That's all about look. We the look. That's why I separated the room and I asked y'all ladies what you want in a relationship. What are you looking for in a relationship, Ruth? What do your man have to have in a relationship? Money or looks? Because you're not gonna get both. That's the sacrifice. Feminism sold y'all on the idea y'all can have everything, but you're not gonna have everything. You know y'all not gonna have everything. And y'all not gonna get anybody to believe y'all gonna have everything. You know what I mean? Black and blonde do not go together. Don't forget, y'all all about looks. Not all. Did you not hear what I'm saying? Like, first of all, right? Understand that I'm your brother, Ruth, and we not in a debate or we not in a pissing match with each other. We not. I'm looking to learn something from you, and if you would like, I'm always offering some knowledge to my sisters, right? But I look into vanity. You look into vanity. All right. So you're gonna come across guys that like vanity as well, right? But all guys don't look for vanity. Preferably, right? We have. All right. So let me help you, my sister. Let me help you. Stay with me and don't be off. Sister, I'm gonna help you. And this is what you have to work with, man. This is what you have to work with. This is what you working with. This is what you working with. This is what the guys are working with. All right. Which color would you call you? Which color would which color would you say you are? Which color would you say you are? And then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you the exact, based on the color you pick, I'm gonna show you the exact match you have as a man. Because if you look into vanity, then you know what I mean? I look for substance and is where no substantial. See, so you're looking for, so Ruth, you're looking for a man like myself. You're looking for a man like myself. I'm not the most attractive crayon in the box, but I got the most knowledge. So you're looking for a man like me, correct? Like, am I bugging, right? Whether I'm light skinned, whether you have your preference, light skin or dark skin, but mindset, mentality wise, because when you say substance, that means mentality wise. You understand that, right? What does you know what I mean? When you're looking for substance, then you're looking for a man that has knowledge. You know what I mean? And so and you ain't gonna entertain ugly, but he gotta have knowledge, right? And that fits me. Boom. And I'm telling you, man, my mold of a man that have the knowledge and have the looks that'll get you to pass. And then you mix the knowledge up, it's like, whoa, that boy cute. He handsome, right? Plus he got swag, right? He got charisma. He can hold an audience, right? That's what you want. And I'm telling you, man, we don't want you. We don't want non-natural females. We don't like non-natural females. We do not like women that is going with the ways of the world. We are God-fearing men. We're going opposite the ways of the world. Because Romans 12:2 tells us to make towel from the ways of the world. So we are not dealing with anything that is programmed and operating off the ways of the world. So I'm telling you, man, and this is probably why you have bent up frustration in you, because and having a hard time finding that guy, because you think you are something that you are really not. You have to learn who you truly are first. You have a perception of who you want to be, and it's not matching with who you are, because who you are naturally, your biology is attracted to a specific type of male. And I'm telling you, man, we don't like you. We will smash. Now, I'm not saying that I will not smash you, and I'm not calling you ugly, man. I'm not calling you ugly. Why fear God? See, that right there, you already done fucked up, bro. I ain't even gonna block you, but you gotta have a fear of God. You gotta have a healthy fear of God. Because that's when you won't do stupid stuff. You won't do stupid stuff like mess with the devil's girls. You know what I mean? Some of these 80% of women work for the devil, 20% work for the Lord. So if you're not in fear of the God as a man and as a woman, then you're working for the devil. So again, you got the long nails, you got fake hair, you got makeup, and you don't have knowledge. So how are you looking for what you just told me you looking for? And if you was to attract what you looking for, is that fair to what you looking for? This is the mentality that the sisters have. And that is what's getting y'all left. That is what's getting us to go with women with common sense. No matter their color, bro. Chinese, Mexican, but black sisters, right? You just proved my point right now. And I'm not trying to play you, sister. But you probably are a good female. But you have been programmed to be a fool, man. You've been programmed to be a fool. You know what I mean? Your looks gonna fade, Ruth. When your looks fade, how is that fair to any man who money don't fade? Money don't fade. And this is why I tell you, I could speak for the type of man you want, because you see how I'm Asian, right? You don't even know how old I am. You think I'm a young boy? So I'm telling you, guys who fear the Lord, who age very well, who have knowledge, we don't want nothing fake. We did too much work to settle for you. Because we'll be settling for you, man. We will be settling for you. The man you want will be settling for you, Ruth. If God is our father, why fear him? Because you got to have a healthy fear of your father. You should fear your real father. You should fear your real father, because that's what gets you to not be so bad and bold and bougie. You know what I mean? People that don't fear the Lord will do anything. They will sell anything. They will sacrifice themselves. They'll sacrifice you. They have no discipline. They have no structure. They have no loyalty. They lizards. They're slimy. They think that the world revolves around them. They walking in pride. You know what I mean? It's not good. So you're out here talking directly at me instead of discussion. We're having a discussion, man. Why are you gonna flip it now? I ain't direct this talk to nobody else other than you. What are you talking about? Man, what are you talking about? You asking me about God. You said, why fear God? And I'm telling you why to fear God. So now why are you feeling the way you feel now? You learning something new. Don't get it's weird. It's gonna feel different because you learning something new. So don't that trigger you feeling right now is not me making you feel no way, because we all inviting you. We all here, nobody's bothering you in the chat. Nobody. So we all want you to learn. So obviously one of my good brothers think you cute. I'm gonna tell you the deal. One of my good brothers think you cute. And that's why they ain't block you yet. Man. All right, cool. So you ain't feeling it, cool. So I fear my dad and him out. So it's not fear, it should be respect. Yeah, but however you want to word it, man. Do you believe in God? Do you not know that God make you wake up? You know God make you wake up. God is the end all be all. As long as you know that, then we don't need to complicate common sense. That's what we do here. You know what I mean? As long as our end goal is the same. It don't matter how you word it. You know what I mean? I understand we got a whole new library. Words mean two different things nowadays. Fake the new real. I understand. But as long as you know there is a God, right? And you have to fear him, respect him. Whatever your word is, my word is fear. So if your word is respect, then there you go. That's your word. But you have to do that. You got to be in that of God, right? that don't matter. Now you're ready to complicate common sense because you don't want it to be what it is. And it's that, man. You want to complicate common sense because you want to have it the way you want it. You want it to be Burger King. So with that said, we going to keep it moving now, man. You know what I mean? Feel free to believe what you want to believe. You know what I mean? But we not going to get into this why. You know who do that? You know who do that, right? And my little man don't even do that no more, bro. My little man don't even do that. The why. You know what I mean? Vanity is satanic. Vanity is all of Lilith. Vanity is the devil. You know what I mean? Right. Right. That's it. We got my guy Zone, who been waiting patiently while I run my mouth. He in the class today. What's going on, Zone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back. We bike to the classic style. Bike to the classic style of learning. Welcome back to the real class of good bread. Salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? See, we go horizontal the real way, and you see turnout. You see, because people want to show up for the entertainment. You know, they don't want to learn. They don't want to take in the truth for real. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be entertained. And to the young lady that was talking about what is the name of your God? Well, in all honesty, man, if you really want to be real, none of us know the real name of God, because it tells you in the Bible that you're not even supposed to say the real name of God, or you would be punished. So before you come in class,
they try anything. They try anything to get us. That was the little funny little question. They learned this in church, oddly enough. Yeah, Zone.
Exactly. So before you come here asking foolish questions, ma'am, go and read your Bible, and then you come back and you tell us the name of God. Secondly, the clip with the German chick, it is hilarious to me, you know, and I only been in these spaces. It's 2024. I only been in these spaces since 2021. Prior to that, I was doing nerd shit on YouTube, looking at music videos, watching interviews, watching documentaries, stuff like that. So as I'm living my real life, right, out in the real world, traveling from state to state, going from country to country, meeting different people, and you know, just having different conversations, getting a real world life experience. Y'all are not going to believe this, but in real true life, have I had problems with women? Absolutely. But the black woman thing, where you got content creators that will consistently make a consistent effort, and some of them are even married to black women, by the way, who will make a consistent effort to try and what's the word I'm looking for? Manipulate certain content to make it seem as if one race of women is better than the other. The only question I would have for those people is, have you ever been to Germany, and have you ever heard German men talk about German women? Have you ever been to Japan, and have you ever heard Japanese men talk about Japanese women? Have you ever been to China? Have you ever heard the China man talk about the Chinese woman? So this feminism mindset, whether you're black, Asian, Caucasian, Hispanic, it is in every single country and in every single continent. And so the fact you guys have to be really careful about who you subscribe to, you know, who you're listening to, because just because somebody got a lot of followers, it doesn't mean they know what the hell they're talking about. Just because they got a lot of money, so they say, it doesn't mean they know what the hell they're talking about. So I'm here to tell you that whether you are dealing with women here in the West in the United States, or whether you're dealing with women abroad, if you're a goofy here, you're gonna be a goofy there. If you're overly sex driven, crazed man over here, you are definitely gonna be an overly driven, sex crazed man over there. And so this is why it's important for you as a man. You got to be able to deal with a woman here in the United States. You got to be able to go to Asia if you choose to and deal with a woman over there. You got to be able to go to South America and deal. There is no woman right now walking this earth that is above Zone. There is no woman walking this earth that is above Mr. Goodbread. There's no woman that's walking this earth right now that's above one mic so focused. We are the rulers of women because the Bible says so. God, man, woman, child. I don't care how many OnlyFans subscribers she has. I don't care what kind of whip she pushing. I don't care how many degrees she got. We are the rulers of women.
And that's a fact, bro. And sisters with sense, we say that not to control you, but to complete you. All right? You just a body, man. How I feel walking around without a head. We don't want to control you, sis. We just want to complete you, dummy. Go ahead, Zone.
My bad. I was muted. Yes, sir. So I would say this, right? Just a quick little story, and I'm gonna have to bounce out because I'm on the move right now. So I'm in a relationship right now with a black woman, by the way. And it's by choice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these. I guess you could say I'm pro-black by default, because it doesn't matter what woman I lay down with, that child is gonna come out black. They're gonna look at that child. That my daughter right now, if you look at her, you would not know she's Dominican. They look at her and they think she's black. I took her to an Arabian Science Academy. They gave her hell because all the students in the class was Arabian, Middle Eastern, Indian, and she was a little black girl. They don't look at her moms and associate. Oh, she's Dominican. No, your child come out with the least a little bit of melanin and a little bit of curl in that hair, they're gonna be like your child is black. So all of this, you can go get you a woman from whoever, wherever. That child come out, they're gonna be like, that child is black. That child is gonna get the black treatment. All that. So all of this, if you're gonna travel, that's great. And and another thing, passport bros, it is great. All right, but I'm gonna just put it out there. It's only 10% of the passport bros that's really serious about, going overseas, finding countries, going to different lands, building families. Only 10% of them are serious. The other 90% are bozos, bogus. They just going over there tricking. They paying for coochie. They let them go over there and do that. It's only 10%. But the story I was about to tell. So this past holiday season, around the Christmas time frame, my dad had a little get together at his house, right? And I'm just putting this out there because a lot of people like to say black women, they don't have any home training, or they always try to make black women seem like they're the bottom of the barrel, when the truth of the matter is all women bleed. So anyway, that's besides the point. But so I brought my lady over. I wanted to bring her over for Thanksgiving last year, but she had to work. So I wasn't able to bring her to the crib. So Christmas rolls around. My pops is having a holiday get together, pajama get together at the crib. So I tell her, I say, yo, I'm gonna bring you to this one. So we get to the crib, everybody's all excited. They like, oh, Zoe, you got a new girl. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So then the food is done cooking. And my other mom, stepmoms, mom's number two. Well, I just call it my other moms. She was like, all right, everybody come get your plates or whatever. So my lady, unbeknownst to me, right? I didn't tell her, I didn't give her any directions. She gets up and she grabs 2 plates, right? And my other mom says, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, "Oh, I'm fixing him a plate." My other mom looks at my lady and she's like, "Girl, he can get his own plate." So I
Absolutely.
so
Freaking that happened to me, Zone.
so right. So I wanted to share that story because, and this is a woman, my mom's number two. She's been married for over 20 years to my father, right? So it's it's not necessarily black women, right? It's the generations of women that come before them that haven't taught them, how to treat a man, how to be with a man, right? My lady so happened to have a father and a mother, and they were married for 20 something years before they passed away. So my lady was raised by a father, and I spend very little time giving her instruction because she's already programmed in how she should be treating a man. You see, it's the women that that um it's the women that try to sabotage other women. It's the women are the problem. Are men a part of the problem? Absolutely. Men are part of the problem. But it's the women a lot of times sabotaging the good women when they have a good situation going on. Even if it's just a little jokey joke or whatever, it is the innate nature of women. So so this whole situation is not is not just something that happened overnight when YouTube was created and now you got certain spaces and black women content. No, it's a bigger issue than that. And I'll land by saying just be aware of who you're listening to. Be aware of what they're saying, because a lot of times a lot of these content creators are just people people like myself sitting in their living room running their mouth making content. And I land my plane.
That's a whole fact, though, Zone. You ain't never lie. And we got my guy, One Mike, focus in the building, in the class today. What's going on, One Mike? Keep it clean, One Mike. Keep it clean.
Yes. I'm gonna definitely keep it clean. This is for general purposes only, educational purposes only. Thank you, Mr. Goodbread. Thank you, panel, for having me on the channel. Um, to all my peoples that's in the chat, thank you so much. We keep this good content going because ain't nobody else that's gonna bring it to you on the real tip like Mr. Goodbread and everybody else in the panel and on the channel. Um, we've come as a people so far. We've come very far, but there are slight, many imperfections that keep us 15 steps back. And with the knowledge that you're spreading, Mr. Goodbread, debunking all the misinformation that's been presented to a lot of us folks out there that don't know, that are still unaware, that are still asleep, have not been given this kind of good content that even our parents or our parents before their parents have never really taught us. And thanks to you, we are more and more aware of coming into that knowledge of what this society in the West has taught us. It's really about the culture, amongst many other things that have been constantly pushed in our faces every day, of the disrespect of against going against God. Just like the young lady that was in the chat. Oh, why do you respect God and all of this other nonsense? She's one of those that are still asleep. She's asleep and she's refusing to wake up. She took that blue pill and is not willing to take the red pill. She rather stays asleep. And for that, she is destroyed, for the lack of knowledge that has been brought to this channel, that you have been trying to wake people up, Mr. Goodbread. And I appreciate you, bro, on that, on everything. A lot more people need to come into this knowledge. I've actually gave this knowledge as well as this channel to a chick that I know. She's a single mom, And when I tried to push this information to her, she easily got triggered. I said, no, sis, take a step back. Be a sister with sense. Hold yourself accountable. Listen to the message that he's trying to tell you. He's not telling you this to trigger you. He's telling this to you for your own good so that you don't get destroyed any further along than you already have. You have to accept this knowledge because this knowledge is a reality. A majority of these other content creators, they're only going to tell you what it might be. You're telling them like it is, the reality, the acceptance of that reality. And without that reality coming into the knowledge of that, if you don't come into this knowledge, you will be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And when she saw that, she said, well, dang. I never really noticed that, other women do this. And I said, yeah. And where have you been learning it from? Oh, my friends. And does your friends have this kind of knowledge? No, they just do whatever. And I said, and look what's going on with them. You see them. They can't find a man. And when they do get a man, the man finds out how they really are and don't want to be around them. And they'll be single mothers to the day that they die. Not a sister with sense. Not a sister that's coming to the knowledge. And I said, you got a daughter too, right? She said, yeah, I have a daughter, and I have a son. I said, well, you better come into this knowledge because if you don't, I said, is the father still in their lives? Yeah, but he's an ain't-ish. I said, nope, sis. You play dumb with the cum. You can't be doing that. You play dumb with the cum. You know he was a ain't-ish, but you laid down with him, and what did you do? How did you lay it? Did you lay it short or did you lay it wide open? You had your joint wide open.
You know what she did. Hold on. You know what she did. She know what she did. You know what she did.
You got condom?
No, I ain't got no condom.
You know what you doing?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
You gonna pull out?
Yes.
I just came back from the clinic and I found out I was pregnant.
No, sorry.
Hello? He hung up on her.
She did. She played dumb with the cum, and the dude just said, hey, look, you wide open right now. All right, let me hang up. Click. I said, you still talk to him? She said, yeah, from time to time. I said, well, you need to learn the lesson and receive the message with Mr. Goodbread so that way you have more of an understanding on how to deal with the situation. Because it's always, she said, well, I refuse to be contrite. I said, wrong. She said, well, what do you mean? I said, listen, it's God first, then the man, then the woman, then the children. You're not playing your position. You're trying to play his position. So how do you expect him to stay there, sis, if you playing?
One moment, Mike.
Yep.
One moment.
Yep.
What's going on, Shantavia? Miss Parker? Damn, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Whew. When he calling black females bees and bald head roaches, which 80% of them are, you think his message is going to get received with open arms? Y'all talk so bad about VLJ females. And yes, true majority of them need to hear it. So then what's the problem? What's the problem? If you can agree that the majority of them need to hear the message, then why try to change me? Why try to get me to lie? Or you know what I mean? Like, why manipulate me to make my message what it's not? I want my message to be what my message is because it's effective. I'm not fitting to go around here and be like them other channels that lie for your money. I don't do that. I don't do that. You know what I mean? And you see, I got sisters with sense in my chat with wrenches. I got sisters. I got women, black women, American women, Latin women. I got women in my chat. So and as long as I have women in my chat, sisters with sense in my chat, they let me know that my message is spot on. Because the only people getting triggered by my message is people that have these behavioral patterns buried so deep in them. And they got away with holding on to them patterns for so long, right? And they got over that they benefit from the lie now because them patterns is lies. You know what I mean? They never was told the truth. A lot of the people that you chill around, and you just touched on this one, Mike, because poor people, single people chill around other single people. So they don't chill around quality individuals or better individuals. So this is why they don't get better. They grow on the same pace. You know what I mean? And when you have fake and poor people chilling around each other, you're going to get fake and poor information. This is why ain't nobody winning.
They go through that trauma bond, and I'm gonna say it like this: would you rather listen to a person that's gonna be fake with you, that's gonna agree with your decisions, or are they gonna call you out? You see, Mr. Goodbread calls you out. This is someone who you could relate to, somebody who's going to check you, and somebody that's gonna say, "Hey, wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Be real with yourself. Don't do that. You see what everybody else is doing? Don't do that. Be real with yourself." He only okay. I'm gonna pause.
Shantavia, but why do you feel you need to be the spokesperson for the sisterhood? Because your name is Shantavia Parker. You can't find me the video where Mr. Goodbread said Shantavia Parker is a da 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 da. So why do you feel you need to be the spokesperson for a sisterhood when sister? I don't know what world you see. I don't know where borough, what city you from. Everybody seeing what I'm seeing. Everybody. But she says the problem is how you come how you come the disrespect. Don't worry about it. The problem is the disrespect, and you always trying to downplay black females. How am I trying to downplay black females, man? How do I try to downplay? Shantavia, is this the first live stream of mine that you watched? Or you talking about the 60-second YouTube shorts where if it's a YouTube short, right? All I'm doing is reacting to a behavioral pattern in the content. But they are. But Shantavia, they are. They are, Shantavia. They
Shantavia,
are. It is what it is. Like, we gotta get out of the habit of calling stuff what it's not. You know what I mean? If you do not take in information anywhere very well, and you are poor, and you walk around here with wigs and eyelashes and all the stuff that is not important to getting out of poverty, you are a bald head roach. And that's my story, and I'm gonna stick to it, right? Here go now, cause I'm black and I get tired of y'all bashing black females. All right. Now here's the problem. Now I'm gonna give you some game. Shantavia. Tired turned into bitter. So you better go fix your tired, right? Because y'all women, sisters like you, now I'm gonna group you into a psychological category because psychological studies show that women that get tired of other people's mess before they get tired of their own mess need to go get some help. I did not attack you. I gave you some truth. And remind you, going back to who you sit around, you hang around some folks that you might deem great people, but they know not to tell you the truth because they know your system is not set up to handle the truth. So 9 times out of 10, you spend your whole life and your whole day around folks lying and pandering to you because they don't want you to fly off the handle or they don't want you to get like this. But I'm your brother. I'm not your friends in the street, Shantavia. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. You got to get tired of your own mess, man. When you gonna get tired of your own mess, Shantavia? Put that in the chat next. Put that in the chat next. Hold on. No more questions. You let us know when you gonna get tired of your mess. Because how you know you got mess? Because you say you don't like my delivery. You say you don't like me calling black women, you know what I mean, your followers and your sisters. You don't like me calling your sisters your strangers because you don't know these black women to save your life. But you say you don't like me calling them bald head roaches. I told you I'm going to call a bald head roach, and you going to still be here watching me. So do you see how you got bigger fish to fry, right?
Mm.
Know what I mean?
I can't. Hey man, you called it. You called it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Shantavia Parker, I feel sorry for your situation, but I don't feel sorry for you because the lack of knowledge that you possess, you possess a lack of knowledge. I noticed that there's a serious deficiency, a serious mental illness, a serious situation where maybe your mother or your father didn't give you the right type of knowledge, and that you haven't received the message of Mr. Goodbread is trying to teach you a reality. He never grouped you unless you're trying to group yourself to be in with the type of females that stay doing negativity or that stay trying to combat somebody who's bringing them the truth, the reality of, if you're not one of us, you're one of those people that are still asleep. You're going against your own programming that you were given, and you thinking that you're actually alive, but you're not. You get what I'm saying? You're going against the grain. You're thinking that you're coming up across something that's literally attacking you, but you're showing us your hand of how you really truly feel about yourself. Because if he's specifically talking about a particular group of people that have still not waken up yet, since I'm trying to keep it clean, you're grouping yourself to be with one of those women as a whole. You're grouping yourself. You see, you told us who you are by saying, why would you say all women are like that? No, you grouped yourself in that situation. You didn't set yourself apart to say, hey, that's not me, so I don't have to feel triggered. You grouped yourself in with those types of females, ma'am. So you told on yourself or who you really are. You like the trauma bond. You like being lied to. And I don't think that's a good thing to keep representing or have people represent yourself as a whole, because a lot of people all over the world know this. So I think you need to start waking up and start seeing, if it don't apply to you, let it fly. But since you're not calling them out, you, ma'am, are a part of the problem. You are not one of the sisters with sense that is holding your side accountable. Remember, we have to sweep our own doorstep before we venture out to sweep other doorsteps. And without you not holding other women accountable, if you are in true indeed a sister with sense, you would at least give Mr. Goodbread his honor. Give him his honor for having the courage and having the fortitude to come out here and wake people up, including our sisters with sense. We stood for it for so many years and so many generations going on down the lines. Now is the time we say no more. No more.
All right.
No more.
All right.
Thank you,
Salute to my salute. Tay came on the panel, and much love to the sister. Hold on. Tay, what's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm good. My bad. I had to switch my name. It's Chantavia, but I go by Tay.
No doubt, Tay.
Okay,
So what
so
you were saying? Like,
okay, so
because
my
I
bad.
like the
I didn't
conversation.
get to hear anything he had said because like the dude that was in the chat had sent me the thing, so I was trying to sign up or whatever. So I missed everything he said, but I caught the end. First of all, let me go here. To get back to you, I never said that you attacked me. I said I get tired of seeing Black females getting attacked. And let me go to you. I'm not honoring anybody but God. So let's start there. I'm not honoring anybody but God. And back to you, like I was saying, the reason why I had said that because like I done got onto some of your shorts like a few times. You done seen my comments or whatever. All the shorts that I get up under all this stuff is nothing but back. It's like y'all bashing the Black females, talking about how she this and that and all this stuff. Yes, some women do need to hear it because there is some deadbeat ass Black females out here, but it's just not just Black females. I know whites, I know Mexicans, and the reason why I know them because I have mixed nieces and nephews. I have, and they moms been in and out of prison all them damn kids' life. Ain't did shit for them. So it's not just a Black female thing. It's a woman thing in general. It's off that individual. And yes, if anybody is around me and I see them doing anything that I don't agree with, believe me and my friends, we sit and we sit around and we check ourselves. We get on each other about that. I don't hold nobody accountable. if they doing anything wrong. I don't sit there. Sit there and let them. They can go out and rob the bank. You think I'm about to sit there and be like, oh yeah, girl, that was a good. No, I'm gonna go off on you and I'm gonna tell you about yourself. But y'all got to stop putting it just on a black female, because it's not just a black female. It's a woman thing in general. We're going to always be in last place. All black people is going to be in last place because nobody wants to accept accountability. Nobody wants to take accountability. Everybody wants to put a blame on just one person. No, put the blame on yourself. What are you doing? Don't come on the internet and try to sit there and make it look like you're just this perfect person, because you're not. At the end of the day, you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody is fucked up right now. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to have their opinions. Don't nobody want to listen to anybody. Like, if we all follow that Bible, if we all follow what that Bible is saying, then none of these conversations would exist. But y'all got to stop putting it just on a black female, because it's not just a black female. It's a woman. It's just women in general. There's fucked up ass people in general. There fucked up ass men in general.
All right. So now, so what's the question you got for me? You got a question? Because I got some responses for you. First, because you probably never seen the right video of Mr. Goodbread. So let me show you. Let me just put you on. Allow me to reintroduce myself while you here. All right, so that's for one, so that you seen I'm a family man. I got a black woman, and I'm a people's person. You know what I mean? So that we clear. Got 2 daughters and I got a son, black. So that we clear, right? Because it seemed like you have a problem with my narrative. Do you not understand that society holds black men accountable by default? So the fact that society holds black men accountable but do not hold black women accountable is why you are seeing a lot of panels and you're seeing a lot of these YouTube channels hold black women accountable. So when you look at one of Mr. Goodbread's shorts, right? All Mr. Goodbread is doing is taking something that a black woman thought it was okay to hit send and record and post online. Now, because Mr. Goodbread goes and say, okay, she thought this was intelligent, you know what I mean? My sister, your sister, I'm going to highlight this so that the younger women, because I have 2 daughters, and they on the internet, because the internet made for the girls their age anyway. It ain't never made for the parents to come and take it over and make it into this dating thing. But that's never here. That's a whole nother story. But in any event, so now Mr. Goodbread posts a 40-second clip that shows bad behavior in our community, right? And to tie into your other question, why is I'm not displaying white? Do you not want your sisters to heal? Tay, what's the problem with our sisters? Why because it's not like it doesn't sound like you're saying the sisters is not doing what I'm displaying and what I'm highlighting. It sounds like you're saying leave the sisters alone because the white, the Asians, the this, the that is doing that, which is bad behavior. It goes against the Bible. It goes against the Bible. It's not one piece of content on my channel where it displays a black woman going with the Bible and I'm bashing her, tearing her down, because that would never happen. We are going to protect those women, the God-fearing women, men like myself. We're going to protect those women. But here's the problem: out of the 14%, because remember, black people are 14% of the population in America, right? So out of the 14%, 80% are trash. That's men and women. So we got 80% of beta males and we got 80% of modern women in the black community out of the 14%. So I highlight that. I'm not going to highlight where you went, Tay. Tay, where you
She
at?
left. That's what
She
happens
ain't,
when you tell them the truth.
yo, you asked all them questions. Say, hold up, take nah. Something happened with her internet, yo, cause she had too much energy. She had too much chameleon swag. Something happened with her internet, bro.
Yeah.
She ain't give me a chance.
Nah, the message hit her ass so hard. She said, "Oh, he got one more time to mention the truth, or my
And
ass is out of here."
yo, and this is a perfect example of why it will never end. The gender war will never end because the black man who fully functioning, sat
Yep.
here and let the sister go in. She was eating, right? She was eating. Then the
Yep.
black man turned to talk, and what
Mm-hmm.
happened? Did
She
she
ran.
sit there? Now, had that been a Latin woman in front of me, or even a white woman in front of me, she would have at least let me finish and tell
Exactly.
not.
And let me mention some points, Mr. Goodbread. First of all, if you're not honoring men, you're not honoring God, because it's God first, right? That's what she messed up at. Let's see. Her opinions were duly noted, and as far as my acknowledgement and my judgment, Shantae, whatever the hell your name was, Mrs. Parker, your request is hereby rejected and denied. You say it's
Mrs.
not all about.
Parker, Mrs.
Yep.
Parker.
Yeah, Mrs. Parker, your requests are duly noted, and you're hereby denied for skipping the judgment of what Mr. Goodbread and I were telling the truth. And we understand that you felt insulted because it was our delivery without cursing or without saying anything negative in such a way to where you felt like it hurt your feelings because you were not actually told the truth and learn how to handle rejection on a more mature level when it comes down to our sisters with sense. Let's see. You seem to have an inferiority complex of what much understanding of being held accountable is. This is why you unfortunately left, or maybe your information got rejected. And I feel for you. I feel for you, but I don't feel sorry for you. Unfortunately, we're trying to clean up the mess that has been placed at our doorstep, rather than mentioning every other race as to why you did not listen. Because I'm not sure if you chose not to listen or to receive that message, is what a prime example is of what we're trying to clear up. We hope you understand that. And with our best regard, you have no position. You mentioning every other thing around the whole situation at hand rather than getting actually to the point. Thank you, Mr. Goodbread. Now mute out.
All right, now what I was saying, something happened to your phone, Tay. Please tell me something happened to your phone.
No, I was connected to so y'all keep telling me to connect to Wi-Fi. I was connected to my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi sucks, so I took it off my Wi-Fi. I'm just using my regular phone. So yeah, something did happen to my phone, but I'm back. So like I'm
All
not
right.
running. So whoever's talking about that I'm running. No, I'm not running. I'm listening to everything y'all saying or whatever. And not let me tell y'all, stop saying that I'm not trying to hold people. I'm not trying to hold black women as accountable or whatever. That's not the
No,
case. And no, I'm
no, no,
not
no.
using, no, I'm not deflecting on myself. No, this like, bro, like in real life, I got 3 kids, right? I'm not about to sugarcoat none of this. I have 3 kids. My oldest 2 kids, I'm not with their dad. We started out in, high school or whatever, high school sweethearts, whatever. Things didn't work out. It was too abusive. The relationship was too abusive. We young at this time, so went on separate ways. I had another daughter. It didn't work out with him, but I'm engaged or whatever right now. I'm with the dude. I got a good life. Everything is cool. Like it's just what I get tired of. Like I've been saying is like you get on here, and I get what you're saying, like because like black females need to hear it. If we they hear more than they're you know do that or
Right,
whatever.
right, because the wrong stuff we've been taught to y'all for so many years,
Right,
years upon years upon years, and it been by the people y'all put y'all all in. So
right,
when you getting information, wrong information from your grandmother, from your mother, from your auntie, from your father, and you go off in life and you make poor choices and decisions on those with that information, that's all I'm here for. I'm here because I got to the information, right? I got to the information. I invest in on myself. Like I tell y'all all of the time, I don't watch television, reality TV. I don't watch the NBA finals. I wouldn't know what LeBron doing. I don't know what the baseball teams is doing. I don't know what the football teams doing because I watch dinosaurs. I watch Animal Planet. I watch Bones. Like you know what I mean? Really, the Bones. Like talking about the human. So I did the work. I invested in myself. That's a lot of us. 95% of us haven't done what I have done. I don't care what school they went to, because school don't teach you this. So now I'm gonna come on my panel and I'm gonna share what I learned. And everything that I stand on, and everything that I do, I could back up with facts and Bible, because that's all I do here. So when you watching my content, you got to remove this gender wall and what you want it to be. Because we all have a way, we all have a perception on life and what we want it to be. And some of us had a bad life, get a good life, and we want everybody to enjoy this good life, but everybody ain't fitting to do the work that we did. So that's delusional. You know what I mean? So when we come across somebody who is telling it exactly like it is, it gets bothering. It do bother you, but you can't then be mad at me. That like, why should that mess our relationship up? Because
No,
I'm gonna
and
call women what it is. If it's a chick that lied on a DNA test, she's a bald head roach. If it's a chick that's parental alienating her father, she's a bald head roach. I'm gonna match the bald head roach to the bad behavior. So like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here to figure out where we go wrong, guys, so I know how I can connect. Because so far I've been doing good. Like, I've gotten to 100,000 subscribers calling it like it is. I haven't sugarcoated for the men. I haven't sugarcoated for the women. I haven't. I could, if you could give me if you could give me the content of the men doing foolishness, going online doing foolishness and hitting play, you know what I mean? I will put it in the short, but you can't find that. You know why? Because it's the timeline flooded with women doing whole shit, women doing non-God-like stuff. And that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna snatch it. Boop, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. I need the young girls to know, since the older women are all about this vanity. We had one girl come in here today talking about vanity and why you gotta fear God if He your father. Like, it's like the mind. The mind. Let me tell you one thing I knew, one thing we know over here, and this is what we here for. This is what we here for. We here to correct this and teach people how to go back in and correct this. Because everybody walking around thinking they're alive ain't alive. You know that, Tay? Everybody thinking they the truth ain't the truth, Tay, especially if they ain't do no work, Tay. You know that, right?
yeah, and the Bible says without what is it, faith without work is dead, or
It's death.
something like that.
And this,
Yeah.
and this is what they doing. Look, this is what they doing.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
And that's what it comes down to. That's what we in the most workless era I ever seen. People want so much, people deserve so much because of what they've been through, and not for what they worked for, but what they've been through. They deserve so much. But if you don't do the work on you, that's why I told you, man, Tay, you got to get tired of you. You got to get tired of you. It don't pay getting tired of me, my content, or the other people's content, because things ain't gonna change for you until you get tired of yourself. And that's for most women, a lot of women, majority of women. Things ain't gonna change until they get tired of them, because we all run around here want to believe the word of God and what was taught to us. But we got to be careful with that too, because if a person who just lived life in fear taught us about this Bible, then they taught us about control. They didn't teach us about the Bible the real way, because the Bible tells you you let people be who they are so that you know what you need to do. You don't go manipulating people. And sometimes I feel people do that to me. They go trying to manipulate me. You know what I mean? And that's because we're in an era where people not used to organic shit. They used to stuff being manipulated. They don't even eat organic foods anymore. They organic is nasty to them, but organic is the most healthiest thing for a person. So when somebody try to manipulate me for their feelings, I feel away. I feel away. I feel like that person needs to really go see about themselves. They more crazy than what they trying to say I am, right? Don't you get that, Tay? And that's where we went wrong. Because when you talking about tired of my shorts and my shorts always attacking women, and those women are attacking somebody, or they harming man, or they stealing, or they doing something that goes directly against God. So we can't call ourselves holy Christians, sit around all this sin, try to ignore all this sin and not call it out. God don't like that. That goes against Jude 1:3, where it tells us to fight and defend our faith. You know what I mean? Meaning, if somebody's sinning around you, you don't turn a blind eye to that. You call that shit out. And that's what I do. But we live in a land where everything is sensitive. But again, it go back to a lot of women not understanding society holds man accountable. Society holds man. If a man hit a female, he's getting got. If a man sleep with a woman and they both make this and they both decide to go in unprotected, and she's incentivized for keeping the baby. She's egged on to deleting it, and she's incentivized for keeping it. Society already holds men accountable. So you're not going to see a bunch of shows sitting there holding men directly that holds only men accountable. That's not going to ever happen because society already does that. What's not being held accountable in our society is the women. How do you know that? Because these women are making the same mistakes. When you don't get held accountable, you are left to repeat the same thing. And that's why we have women with 2 and 3 baby fathers and making the same mistake because they're not held accountable. I'm going to hold women accountable, and especially my black women. I don't give a hell what the white women doing. I don't care because I want my black sisters to get better. And any black sister that want to get better, get that. Because telling me that what the white people do or what the other person do is not giving me a solution on how we going to get black women better. All you doing is snitching now. That's snitching because y'all both doing the same behavior, but you want to tell on that other race. That's not going to work for me. We got way too many channels doing that. We got them channels that know how to swindle y'all women too. We got them black ran channels that know how to swindle y'all for y'all money because those are the channels that talk about Pookie and the white man all day. You know what I mean? I could make a whole live show and talk about Pookie and the white man, and y'all sisters would cash at me all y'all money. Never once did I give you any information that helps you, but you will give me all your money as my sister. You see, and that I know that, and I'm not. That's why I'm different. That's why I'm different, Tay. So I hope we got it, because it's never about right or wrong. It's always about understanding. You not wrong. I'm not wrong. But now we understand each other. We understand where we come from. So now I will stop ribbing and trolling you in the comments in my community tab. That's where I remember you from. But Tay, you want to add anything before we go on and wrap this show on up, man? My sister?
Uh, no, but I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like I listened to everything that you were saying, and like you did, like, say some facts, like that was some real shit or whatever that you were saying. Like, don't get me wrong. I was listening, but the people in the comments, first of all, y'all don't know 2 things about me. So
don't worry about the comments, girl. Don't
yeah,
worry
I'm
about
not, but it was this
don't
one
worry about
female in particular. I'm not, but it's one female in particular or whatever. Like, first of all, you don't even know shit about me. Like, don't whatever I told you, that's all you know. Don't worry about me. Believe me, I got my shit together, and I'm holding
Listen,
myself accountable every single day. I hold myself accountable, and I make sure that my kids don't do the same shit. My kids are well fucking taken care of.
It's not even about the insult, sis. It's about what the message, what Mr. Goodbread is trying to bring to you to help you.
I'm not talking about him. I'm referring to the lady in the comments. I acknowledged him. Like I said, with him, I heard everything he's saying. I'm not where I'm talking. I'm addressing the lady in the comments.
It's not about the comments.
Like, I'm addressing, but I'm
can't.
telling you, I'm addressing the lady in the comments. But like I said, with you, but yeah, you know me from the comments or whatever, from when I be trolling or whatever. I be up in the middle of the night because I can't sleep half the time, so I be up bored. But yeah, that's where you know me from. And that shit, sometimes I be like playing around, but sometimes it be funny. But yeah, I heard, like I said, I heard everything you was saying, and that's some real shit. Like, make you a Christian channel, bro. For real, make you a Christian channel.
Is that real, right?
Make you a Christian channel, because like the shit that you were saying, like, bro, we need, as a Black community, we need more people like that. We need more people speaking up about God. We're so lost into this world that we forget who God is. Like, bro, make your Christian channel. You will have my subscription for real.
I got you, sis, and I appreciate you for just having the integrity to jump on the link. You know what I mean? A lot of sisters don't be wanting to tell me how they feel. Like, and did I bite? Make sure you go tell them Mr. Goodbread don't bite, bro. Come on now, do me a solid, yo. Do me a favor.
Man, I got you. But if you got to talk to him, I wish my fiance was up. I would go wake him up out of his sleep, but he gonna look at me crazy. But I wish he was up to talk to you. Cause like, bro, when I say y'all will probably have like a whole good ass conversation, especially about God, like that conversation will be lit. Like, y'all, like, but I'm serious. When you make a Christian channel, let me know, and I got you.
No doubt, no doubt. Sister, yo, you earned yourself a wrench with our conversation today, so you always welcome over here at the channel. Just chop it up with my girl Sevens when you get a chance, because Sevens, she don't play about Mr. Goodbread. Understand, these women in my channel, they do not play about Mr. Goodbread, and you came in
and I don't play about me.
Number one, man. You can't. All right. So we all good. We all good, and you under the protection of a man. That's all. I can't argue with you. I would be that would be hypocritical.
Oh, not just a man. I'm under protection of a man of God. That's something we got to correct. That's a man of God.
Exactly. Thank you for emphasizing that. So that will go directly against what I preach. So man, listen. My channel not even for you, so you shouldn't even be getting triggered. My channel is for the single, independent folks that wanna get to know God. You got your head. You are complete. You got your head, you the body. Now you gonna go on and win, sis.
Always, especially if you got God first, always.
You know what I mean? So we gonna go on and wrap this show on up. 7, salute to 7, salute to Sevy, Swirls, all my girls, all my sisters with sense in the chat. This was a good one. And its wording is important because this is what got the girl to go viral. She never once said Black woman. She said American woman. Somebody took it upon themselves to change that lady caption, and it triggered a whole lot of Black women. And if you want to go viral, just put Black woman in your title because it triggers them. Just be creative enough to where you don't say all, you don't, I mean, certain words, you just got to use your wordings. But if you put Black in the title, shit going viral because they are the most emotional creatures, and they need to work on that. They really need to fix that. That shit is not good. It's not good, bro. Yeah, so I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. As always, y'all, wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life, gang. Words.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.
Yo, Shantavia, make sure you come back the next live so I can hit you with the wrench, girl.